This is week 9, day 16. OSI model, network layer, packet tracer, curriculum. Things the students need to be working on. Let's take a look at what we covered. We talked about we had people connected to the switch, and I talked a little bit about from here we can connect to the router. Here, PC on the network here. 192.168 addressing here. This was the default gateway, depending on which student it was. These here would be the machines in the room. They would be on a network 172.31.1 something /16, so it's really here. It's a private address. And so we just talked about the connection here, and then we have connection here, right? There's an ARP, IP, and MAX are matched up right there. Default gateway there. And what we did over here is we translated the addresses here to a 172.20 network. Okay. So this, from here to here, that's called a little bit of advanced work. It's called a trunk. And it's able to pass this network up to the switch, looking at that default gateway. And it's also able to pass this network up to the switch, looking at a different default gateway for that network. But hey, let's keep moving. So here in the big picture, this PC, let me start that again. This PC communicates to here as a default gateway to address in there. Defaults to here, network address translation. So it takes this address and makes it a 172.21 dot something. Okay, makes sense. Sends it up to this switch on that VLAN, and it defaults to this address here. Here in the firewall, we do NAT again. Whoops. We do NAT again, and it gets changed from a 172.21 whatever it was to a public address. Let me rewrite that. It's changed to a public address. And it goes out the internet. We had the students reviewed the OSI model. We talked about best path, IP addressing at the network layer. Talk more about access, data link, physical. What things you have to have an IP address on the network. You have the right subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS. Basically these for your device on the network nowadays. One more. This is a good one. We talked about, yeah, you might think so. Base 10. Whoa. Let me undo that. Okay. Base 10. Decimal. 10 digits. Get it? 0 through 9, 10 digits. So each unit is 10. Groups of 10. 10 to the 0 is 1. 10 to the first is 10. 10 squared is 100. So you got these groupings, 1,000. So we can go this way infinitely. And then if we're going to go smaller, 1 over 10 to the first is 1/10. 1 over 10 to the second is 1/100th. And we can go infinitely small. And then we can put numbers in there, right? We can go a 1 here, a 1 here, 0, 3. So in reality we have 3 groups of 1,000, 0 groups of 100, 1 group of 10, and 1 group of 1. So we have 3,000 group of 10 and a group of 1. 3,011. Same concept for base 2. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the first is 2. 2 to the second is 4. 2 to the third is 8. 2 to the fourth is 16. 2 to the fifth is 32. 2 to the sixth is 64. 2 to the seventh, 128. Base 2. Binary. We only use the digits 0 and 1. 2 digits. Binary. Base 2. So, a little more work. So we practice some of these. So if we had these bits, okay, so let me do this. We have one group of 128, one group of 32, and I got this in the right place, one group of 2. That should be 162. Okay, let me use a different color here. Here we have one group of 64 and one group of 1, 65. If they're all ones, that's 255. All zeros, it's 0. Here's an example of 192. One group of 128, one group of 64. So we need to be able to do those conversions both ways. So if you start with the number, like if I start with, I'll make one up. Let's say I start with 50. Oh, here. Let me go here. So I start with 50. I can work backwards. I have, in fact, let me write it down here. So if I start it with 50, I have 0 groups of 128, 0 groups of 64, 1 group of 32. 8, 5, 4, 18. So then I have 1 group of 16. Take that out. And 1 group of 2. That would be 50. Alright, that's it for today.